If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please consider liking it because I'm terrible at FIFA and I need all the self-esteem I can get. If you're interested in football shirts, football boots or anything football related, go check out my Depop. The link for that is also down below. If you do need any coins, head over to u7buystore.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a discount. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVFM? Is that a thing? No. Here, welcome back to the Brentford save, and I'm not quite there at the beginning part of the season yet, but as you can see, we have made a few moves in the transfer window. We've spent a lot of money on one player in particular, and I've brought in... I mean, this team is nothing like it was last year. I didn't think I needed to make that many changes. Ivan Toney set the dominoes falling, or the ball rolling, whichever way you look at it, and we have made some substantial changes. My days. So, transfers, transfer history, players out, no one really that you didn't already know about, more or less. Players in, though, we have spent big money. Big money. So, we have brought in Magno, who you know about. I bought Jakupovic, who is a backup goalkeeper from Leicester. They only wanted 200,000. He doesn't want an awful lot of money. The backup goalkeeper that we had for last season didn't play a single minute of football. He was on loan. Can't remember who he was on loan from. I can barely remember his name. I think it was Fernandez. It might have been Hernandez. I don't know. We didn't use him at all. I didn't even play him in a cup game. And now we have Jakupovic. What I should have done was probably gone for a fairly old English goalkeeper that we could have used as like one of our homegrown, but Jakupovic is pretty decent if he does need to play. And we move on. Firmino. This kid, I say kid, he's 21. To me, that's a kid. He's better than Magno. So even though I bought Magno to replace Ivan Toney, Firmino is going to play instead of Magno. Magno will now be rotating with Firmino. Ayorke agreed to come back on loan. He's going to be replacing with Onyachu. So we've got 4 potential strikers to rotate between the positions, which is fantastic now. Hopefully we can keep them happy. But I had a little bit of money left. And Magno, he's decent. He's good. I like him. But I had a little bit of money left and I thought, let's have a look to see if we can bring in a bigger, better player. And I think this guy is that. And he's 21 as well. The other one's 20. So we've got 2 players for the future. History-wise... Oh, not history, sorry. We brought him in on loan. So even though I had a bit of money left, there wasn't anyone to buy, but there was this guy to loan. Now, we do have an option to buy him in the future. And I've gone off the page. But the option to buy is there for 31 million, should I wish to do so. I brought in Ethan Laird, if that's how you say his name, from Manchester United as a backup right wing back. I've got plenty of cover on the left-hand side. Turns out Bastoni, the centre mid, can actually play left wing back rather well, almost as good as Barisic. So, yeah, I needed a cover for that right side. There's Ethan Laird. He's homegrown. Big fan. Don't even need to register him because he's under 21, but if we want the homegrown player, we do. Very quick. Pretty good at crossing. There are definitely better options, but as a lone player, I'm more than happy. And they're happy for him to be a squad player as well. So he doesn't have to play that often. And he's only on 18,000. So very happy. But the big one, the deal that cost me 80 million, that will potentially rise to 105. And I'm thinking of what I put in that contract. I'm pretty sure it will rise to 105. Declan Rice, formerly of West Ham United. He is on 95 grand a week. Wants to use the club as a stepping stone. I guarantee you he won't want to use the club as a stepping stone when we qualify for the Champions League. That's the target, by the way. He's going to cause an upset to the midfield, to be honest, because my midfield was sorted. I didn't have a problem. Bastoni and Seawald were the players that were there in the middle. Now that Declan Rice has come in, there's no way I can play Seawald when I have Declan Rice. It just isn't a thing. But I do have massively... I've got huge options in the middle now. I've got Seawald, Sioane, Norgard, Seguin, Griffo, Hadji can play in the midfield as well, and Rice, and now Bastoni as well. We have far too many options, if anything, for the midfield. I'm tempted to maybe try and let Norgard go. You know, recoup that 30 grand a week. Let him go, because he's probably not anywhere near as good as the rest of the midfield anyway. He's 28 years of age, which isn't old, to be fair, but I might let him go. So just before we head into the game against Southampton, I've done it again. I've bought someone else. The problem with this transfer... Oh, this transfer. I bought Karim Adeyemi, who is a wonder kid. He's only... Well, he was 19 when I bought him, I think. Maybe. Maybe he wasn't. No, 20. But either way, very good player. And I've been watching a fair few other people play FM, and he's one of the ones that pop up a lot. Unbelievably quick, very good in front of goal, only gets better, very expensive player the further you go into FM. Made sense to go pick him up now while we could get the deal for 16 million. I automatically loaned him back to Salzburg because he's not going to get first team football with me. So I thought, do you know what? Really good idea. Buy him for 16 million, loan him back to Salzburg for the season. He can play there and get his confidence up and progress and get loads of goals and all the rest of it, which he will do. Fully confident in him for doing that. I mean, those stats in that league, no-brainer. However, I don't know what happened, but this deal didn't go through, and I didn't even question it until now, where it's too late. So he was my backup striker. But for whatever reason, he's back at Strasbourg. I've got no idea why the deal didn't go through. I agreed terms to extend it, 4 million add-on, mandatory fee, and I thought it was done deal. So I just forgot about it. And then I went to look at the starting lineup and put my sort of bench players in, and he's back at Strasbourg, and I don't know why. So we need another striker. But I didn't find that out until Adeyemi already went back on loan to Salzburg, and I can't recall the loan. Really annoying that I'm going to have to go and either loan another striker or buy another striker, even though we've got another one. Oh, it's such a nightmare. Anyway, the team to play Southampton at home, which is a good start, is this one. Declan Rice, unfortunately, suspended. Magno to come onto the bench. Roslev is actually on his way out. He's probably going to end up at Watford. I've got Mbabu, who incidentally hasn't played a single game of pre-season because of injury, but now he's back in for the start. Laird I've got as well, so I don't really need anyone, and Seguin can play right wing back, so we don't really need Roslev anyway. But that is going to be the team. Stanisic, I don't need a keeper there. Stanisic comes onto the bench. The main three at the back, I think, is going to be Niansu, Aguerd, and Wallace. We're playing exactly the same system as we did last season. I think Aya might get a little bit annoyed. Kevin Mbabu still lacking match fitness. I'm going to start Laird instead of Mbabu because Mbabu is just constantly lacking match fitness. I'm not sure why. It's just one of those things. Anyway, let's get into the game. I did want to show you the Southampton team, but for whatever reason it didn't come up at the beginning. Tottenham have gone 2-0 up against newcomers Blackburn Rovers. We are yet to create anything, and Southampton have a free kick. Raya catches. I have contemplated getting rid of Ryan. I've said this before. He is the best option we have, so he's going to stay. What I've done is hang on. Right. See, that's just really annoying. I wanted to say what I've done is I've gone into training and I've taught him, or I'm teaching him, how to kick the ball short. What he does here is he kicks it long. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he did it. Firmino with his first goal of the season, and a debut goal at that as well, and Hadji with an assist already. And it was all created from the long kick from the keeper. However, he's told not to do that, and I'm trying to sort of stamp that out of his game. On that occasion, it worked, but going forward, please don't do that again. Build it up from the back, Onuachu, out to Barisic. Big fan of him. Great ball over the top. Firmino sent long. Firmino, not Farnino. He was sent far, but yeah. Adams was an option, actually, for a striker. Great tackle by Wallace. Bit frantic in the middle there. Yeah, Adams was an option. They want a lot of money, and he's on a lot of money. I don't really want to be paying it. Nino, Seawald, great ball over the top. Onuachu looked offside to me, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper. He did look a fraction offside. I'm pretty sure he wasn't, but he looked it. Ball's going to come in here. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger from Barisic. Wallace nods it over. Wallace, by the way, has scored in every single pre-season game, which is quite impressive considering he's a centre-back. And I know you're thinking, well, it's obviously corners. You're not wrong. It is all corners. Well, that's a lie. I think one of them was a free kick. Either way, they're all set pieces. But Wallace isn't the target man for the corner. It's Onuachu because he's better in the air and he's taller. But Wallace seems to, for whatever reason, score a lot of headers from corners despite not being the target man, which is mad. Barisic finds himself on this left-hand side with a lot of room. Can he put the ball in? He can. Onuachu nods it wide. Barisic has a lot to live up to because of what he did in the first season at Brentford. I doesn't say he has to continue, but I would like it if he did. Hadji with an in-swinger. Wallace is there and he hits the bar. He's not the target man. How does he keep getting on the end of these corners? I'm bewildered as Spurs go 3-0 up against Blackburn. I feel for Blackburn. If Tottenham are beating you 3-0, you have problems. No disrespect to Tottenham, but last season they were abysmal. So it'll be interesting to see if they're any better this year. Adams on the edge. Plays a good ball in, and it's 1-1. It's so simple. Referee comes over to look at this. He's so far onside, you don't need VAR. The linesman's not happy either, though. They could actually rule this out. I think it should be a goal, personally. It's been disallowed. Well, I would love to see a replay of that because I'm almost certain that was onside. Absolutely miles off. Not one Southampton player onside there. My eyes need testing. We've done well, though. The back line have done very, very well. The only shot they've had, it went in, granted, but it was offside. Big fan. Back out for the second half. Spurs have scored a fourth. They are the team to beat at the moment. Ball whipped into the area. Nino there, and he's failed to beat McCarthy. He had the whole goal to aim at, and he's kicked it straight at the keeper, or headed it straight at the keeper. I'm not sure. I don't think he's got particularly good heading, actually, which is... pause this highlight. Just go have a look at Nino's heading. Oh, he's got 15 heading and 16 jumping reach. That's why I bought him. I won't lie. Well, that and the 17 finishing, obviously. But, yeah. He's missed point blank. Interesting. If we don't win this game, I'll be so upset. We've been, by far, the better team. Here's Onuachu, Hadji, Nino. Good ball through to Bastoni, who's wearing the number 7 this season. Barisic on that left. Great ball in. Onuachu over the bar. I say great ball in. Before he kicked it, I think I said great ball in. Because he had so much time and room, and Barisic crosses are insane. The highest assisting player last season. Long may it continue. I have plenty of options to sign really good wing-backs this year. Like left-sided. A lot of them. So many on offer. And I didn't because I believe in Barisic. Nino, can you put a good ball in? He puts a ball in, and Onuachu's there to finish. No VAR on this occasion. That is 2-0. That should be the game done and dusted, to be fair. We've controlled the game. Well, you've seen it. We're in complete control. Laird down that right-hand side has done well. Nino finds himself in some space, and he plays... I mean, it's just a ball. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good ball. It's just a ball into the box. And Onuachu is such a presence in there. It was always going to be an attempt on goal. We've got a set piece here with Hadji. Dinks it into the near post. Bastoni. Back to Hadji. He's going to have to run back for that one. It's a bit of a poor move, if I'm honest. We're lucky we're good, and Southampton are not at the races at the moment. Good ball into Onuachu over the bar. I've made 3 substitutions there. Should I have done that? Probably not, but we're going to give it a go. Harry Winks makes it 5. I don't know why I'm focused on that Spurs game. I don't actually care what Spurs do, but it just keeps popping up in my face. We've got a highlight. 4 or 3 minutes from time plus stoppage time. Playing it out from the back really well. Barisic, of course he has, picked up a knock. If that is something... I mean, if it's something serious, surely he would have gone off. I've made all 3 subs now, so I can't actually... Bit of a That was a weird thing. My PC is very good, and that never happens, but there we are. Ball through to Magno, who's on as a sub, and he scores on his debut. And again, there's no need for VAR. Onuachu gets the assist, and Nino went off despite being the highest-rated player. But Magno needs some game time as well. He's done really well there. I was going to say, if Barisic's injury is a relatively long-term kind of thing, we do have Bastoni who can play there, and I do have time to go and get a wing back, but he probably would have gone off if it was a bad injury. 6 for Spurs. Why do I care? I don't. Are we going to see another highlight? No, we're not. 3-0 on the opening day of the season. If you remember to last season, we scored 3, but we ended up drawing the game 3-3 against Liverpool. This season, we've had a much better start. I mean, granted, Southampton a lot easier to play than going to Anfield, sure, but that was a very, very good performance. It would appear, I thought we were going straight into the groups. We have to qualify for the conference Euro thing. This is the draw. There are some huge teams in there. Feyenoord, Young Boys, for example, Marseille, Motherwell, Real Sociedad, Hertha Berlin. These are our big, big clubs. And we need to avoid one of those big teams if we have, I wouldn't say any chance, because we are a good team. We are capable of finishing in the top 5 of the Premier League this season, I would imagine. But, well, hopefully anyway. That'll do, I guess. Okay, maybe not. Oh, Marseille still in there. I'll take that, even though Istanbul are a big team. That would be banging. Oh, dear, dear, dear. We are running out of options. No. I just need Marseille to be drawn against someone else. I just don't want someone like that. I wasn't going to watch this, and then it just popped up, and I thought, oh, go on, I'll give it a go. But I don't really want Basel. That's a bullet dodged, I think. That'll do. There we go. I'll take that. I'm all right with that. I've got no idea. Marseille came out. Oh, Marseille Torino were the last 2 teams to come out. That would have been catastrophic. That was very, very annoying. If we lose this game, I'm blaming the game. Declan Rice isn't in the squad, even though he's not suspended anymore. Barisic isn't 100% fit, and Babu is 100% fit. Basically, I went to have a look to see, click team selection, and it went forward one more than it should have done. I only clicked it once, nothing wrong with my mouse, and it now won't let me change. We've submitted the squad for the game. So, and Babu could have played, isn't playing, he's on the bench. Barisic shouldn't be playing. Bastoni should play where Barisic is, and Declan Rice should have come into the middle. As it turns out, Declan Rice doesn't see the pitch again. Like I said, if we lose, I mean, I will take responsibility, but either way, I'm still going to be annoyed at the game for doing that, really. We're going to start off with a highlight straight from kickoff. Never normally ends up in a goal, but you never know. Ball falls to Nino. Not bad. 24 seconds. That would have been a very good start. This is 2 days. 2 after the Southampton game. And then in 3 days' time, we play Leicester. August is mental. How have you let Rondon go through there? Aguerd has made an absolute hash of it, and Rondon has done even worse. How Rondon is a professional football player, I'll never know. Please don't. I mean, Liverpool are about to play Everton, so let's hope I've not jinxed Liverpool there. But either way, ball over to Nino, nodded down. I think Keane got the better of him there. I don't know how tall Nino is. He doesn't sound like a very tall player. He probably is. He's like 6'6" or something. He's got a good jumping reach and he's decent in the air, so he can't be that small. Nino has done really well there. Fair play. Good start to life as a Brentford striker. Can he get down this right-hand side and put a good ball into Onuachu over the bar? Pickford, incidentally, who I'm pretty sure is the goalkeeper for Everton today, was on the transfer list, and still is, I would imagine. But they are still playing him. They don't appear to have a backup. I had a look when I went and put a cheeky offer in for Robert Lewandowski for a laugh, because they put him on the transfer list. I looked at it and I was like, you've got no striker to replace him. They literally had Xerxes, who was on the loan list. They had no one to replace him. So I don't really understand what they were thinking. He's gone to PSG. Oh, that is outrageous. We're going to go to VAR, but Nino's finish was excellent. Everton have got absolutely nowhere near us, apart from that effort from Rondon that he really should have scored. Apparently, we're going to get to see the replay. I'm thinking it will count then if we get to see the replay. Laid down that right-hand side, puts a good ball in, and it's emphatic. The goalkeeper, he just fell to his knees. This is where the offside comes in. Laird plays it across. I mean, what does that mean? It counts, apparently. It could easily have gone against us there. It was kind of flashing all over the place. Calvert-Lewin just cancels it out. Again, they're going to go to VAR. It's like every goal, it goes to VAR. There's just no like benefit of the doubt anymore. Just give it to them. It's fine. Even if you disallow this, I'd be all for it. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Just want some fluid football rather than stopping every 5 minutes, really. Calvert-Lewin is an option for us to go and buy, but he would be second fiddle to Onuachu. It's very, very tight again. Flickering lines. But it is onside. Spurs doing, I mean, Liverpool things, really. 2-0 up in 10 minutes. Half an hour gone. We have a set piece. I don't think we have anyone who can shoot from this distance. Barisic proved me wrong last season. And he's nearly proved me wrong again. Pickford has made a save. It's gone round for a corner. Hadji will take it. We will get to see it as well, I think. Probably won't go in, but you never know. Onuachu, near post. What's going on? No idea. Another corner. That was a bit of pinball right there. Get another corner, though, with Hadji. Ball's whipped into Onuachu. Calvert-Lewin gets it clear. Is that a sign that I should go and buy Calvert-Lewin? It would take all that we have financially to get him to the club. And then to try and convince him that he's not going to be the main striker might be a bit too difficult. I don't think it's going to work. Onuachu inside. Bastoni has been fouled by Allen. Referee says play on. Onuachu goes for goal. We don't need Calvert-Lewin, mate. That was outrageous. We're going to get to see a replay of that. We don't need VAR for that either. I'm pretty sure we would have had a free kick. Allen went right through Bastoni. We're going to get to see that as well. I bet it's not even a foul. It did look like it, though. Yeah, he's gone over. Oosh, look at that for a curling effort. Goalkeeper's nowhere near it. Why have you dived? He's done that for the cameras. What a goal. And we take the lead. Onuachu proving why we don't need Calvert-Lewin, as he's about to score, I'm sure. No, cleared. As far as Iwobi, oh, that's offside. Has to be offside. Effort from the edge from Iwobi. It fell to Rondon, but he did look like he was offside. Players are crowding the referee. Oh, they've awarded it. Well, he wasn't offside. My God, I think it's just a case of everyone switching off then. Comes out. Hadji can't get a hold of it. Iwobi shot, and yeah, and Rondon's just in there because why would you mark him? You know, I suppose, but for that reason, I suppose. But yeah, two soft goals really. One set piece that you can't really do an awful lot about in this game, and that there, which was a little bit soft. We can't really judge this team yet because we're not at full strength. And Babu, for example, even though Laird has done particularly well, and Declan Rice, our 95, 105, whatever he is, £1 million man, is sat in the reserves right now because I've double-clicked continue. Laird down the right, puts a ball in, Nino past the post. We are 30 seconds in. We have a goal kick and a highlight. Barisic, who shouldn't be playing. I probably should have taken him off by now, to be fair. Wallace brings it forward, as an attacking wide centre-back would do. Hadji to Seawald. Back to the centre-back. Going to play a long ball out to the wing here. Here we go. I was waiting for it. Onuachu made a run. Barisic looks like he's going to put a ball in from the byline, and he does. And it's Nino to mop things up. Onuachu's header was saved by Pickford, but it's fallen straight to Nino. And he's on the ball, mate. He is a good player. And we have the option to make it a permanent thing in the summer, because he's only on loan, of course. Barisic took it down. It's a save, but you kind of need to just push it somewhere other than right in front of you. But he hasn't done it. And we take the lead again for the third time in this game. It would be nice not to give it away for a third time. Half an hour remains. I may have to make some subs because of fatigue. Barisic is actually okay. He's good fitness-wise. It's the three centre-backs that are dying, to be fair. Paul Onuachu could do with coming off, but we don't have a replacement for him. I've got a replacement for Nino. I think I might just keep it as it is, to be honest. Do I bring Stanisic on instead of Aguerd? Yeah, let's do that. Stanisic can come on instead of Aguerd because Aguerd's not playing particularly well and Stanisic needs some game time. I could have brought Ayer on, to be fair, but I didn't. Barisic's corner, Onuachu is there, and that will make it 4-2. Right, 4-2 up. Oh, hello, another corner. Barisic whips it in. Is it a penalty for something? Alan is not happy about something. He's moving around a lot. I don't know what is going on here. Normally when they go to VAR for a penalty, it is a penalty. Firmino steps up and he puts it in, and I'm pretty sure that's a hat-trick for Firmino. That's his 4th goal of the season. He's only played 2 games. I tell you what, it looks like, and it's obviously too soon to tell, but it does look like buying or loaning in Firmino instead of Tony is going to pay off. That is a hat-trick in this game for him. I might bring on Mbabu unless someone else is in desperate need. Wallace could do with coming off, but do I really want to be doing that? Probably not. We'll bring Bastoni off because he may end up having to play the next game instead of Barisic because he's the only real replacement left wing-back. But again, despite conceding one sloppy goal and the other one was a bit unfortunate, we've played well, to be fair. I've felt confident the entire way through. I mean, this kid, he's 21. This kid is outrageous. I mean, it's a good ball in again. Lurd is actually staking a claim, by the way, for a first-team spot. I'd love to know how many assists he has already. He's only played 2 games. He doesn't have as good a crossing as Mbabu either, which kind of makes you think, what can Mbabu do? What a fantastic way to start the season and to end this episode. Next episode, where are we? 2nd in the league, by the way, behind Spurs, who are scoring goals for fun, kind of like we are, to be fair. We will come back for the first leg against whichever club we end up playing, and then we'll play Crystal Palace. And then we'll probably skip down here. Because it's our first European season, I've got a funny feeling I'm going to focus as much as I can on the European football. We will focus on the league, obviously, but I will focus on the European football as much as possible, for as long as we stay in the competition anyway. And I'll always show you a game from there. We are notorious for having a bad run, though. Look at that. Man United, Liverpool, Tottenham and Chelsea back to back to back to back. Not a massive fan of that. And then, of course, we'll have to do it all again at this point in time as well. Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City after that game, and then Man United to end the season. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's hope we've got it sewn up by then, whatever it may be. If you have enjoyed that episode of the Brentford FM22 save, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, goodbye.